trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something, nothing coming.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7-7. Patriots nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the end zone, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 48, Mike 48. I don't think you got it, son. 8, 8.
Here's White. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for New England. 73 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Ravens.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
20.
They'll run. This is White. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
8, 8. Who's that?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a carry. One play at a time. Here we go. White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. Steps and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's White. Call call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The tackle made.
These two teams all tied after one.
The end of the first quarter with the score tied 7.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
20. Check 31. Check 31. Hey! Shoot! He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with White. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? Ready? Check 48. Come on. It's a party now. Gun. Slam. Check 43. Tight dog.
They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson.
41-yard line.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Marquise Brown.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down, Baltimore.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
Well, Lamar Jackson, remember, 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Kill. 20. Wide, get wide. Alert 3. Alert 3.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Michel. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The catch and run good for 24 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Ingram on first and 10. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Patriots 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 26-yard line.
On second and 9, Newton, he'll buy some time right. Can't fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down.
Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
26. 8 yards.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Ingram. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 1, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score. Ravens 29, Patriots 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
48 for Mike. 20. We take a win. Check three. Watch safety creeping. 8.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Patriots 25-yard line.
Dancing to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Ravens 36, Patriots 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 20. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Raven first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Stephon Gilmore.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 42.
And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the
from the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
20.
And it's Michel once again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a 1st-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Hey, switch gears. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Slant. 8. Hey, watch hands.
To throw again, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
White, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. 20. Don't get nervous. Check now. Express. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hurry up, bro.
They stay on the ground with White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Room here to run. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Marquise Lee, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Prime time,
and he loses the football the 2nd time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Watch the eye. Great.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ingram again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down,
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
20.
Here's a toss right side with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Forced out to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The play by Patrick Chung.
Play action. It's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.